Okay, go.
Okay, so the equation, I put it into the y. So you go to the y equals and I put it in there and I'm going to graph it. So they want us to identify the vertex. So the vertex is going to be either the lowest point on your graph or the highest point on your graph. So this happens to be my lowest. So you're going to go, so it's a minimum. That's how you circled the minimum. And you go second calc minimum, which is number 3. And then it's going to ask you for a left bound, right bound. So it's basically wants to know from where to where do you want to calculate the minimum. So anywhere on the left side is good, and it's blinking on the left, so that's good. And then it's going to ask you for a right bound point, so you're going to go to the right. And anywhere on the right is good, so I'm just going to enter, and then I'm going to enter again. Okay, so it turns out that the minimum is 2.5 with 2.25. Actually, so that would be the vertex. So the vertex is going to be 2.5 with 2.25. The axis of symmetry, the LOS, is the line of symmetry. It's the place where you can fold your graph right in the middle, which would be the x coordinate. So it's 2.5. So that would be x equals 2.5. And this has a minimum. And they want us to find the value of the minimum. And it depends. Okay, I'm going to tell you this right now. In some books, the minimum value is the x coordinate. In some books, the minimum value is the y coordinate. That's how it is with us. In Algebra 2, it's the x. In the pre-cal, it's the y. I don't know what they want.
This is pre-cal.
State the value.
This is Algebra 2.
So, in the Algebra 2 book, but see, they don't go by the book. So I'm just going to say minimum at y equals 2.25. It might be the x. It just depends on the teacher. Okay? And then the y-intercept is the place when the x is 0. So I usually calculate that by the table. So you go second table. And you have 0, 21. And so that would be your y-intercept. And that's it.
How did you get to that table again? I hope I got it.
Second table.
Okay. And that's where it gets you to this. And then it's 0, 21.